Let's start sitting. So come onto your mat, and I always like to clean my mat off, and I'm using a new mat and it shows everything, but I like to start clean. Okay, come onto your mats and come to seated. Rest your hands on your thighs, allow your eyes to soften, and then just settle. I just taught outside and it is so blustery out. It's so windy out. And all I could think of is like, that's the storm, right? That's the storm around us. That's the world around us. It's the chaos, and things are picking up and blowing across your face and picking up and coming over this way. And then in the midst of all that, can we kind of quiet ourselves just even for just moments at a time, just moments at a time? And pay attention to ourselves, to our breath, to our sensation, our emotions, our state of being, and then come back to the breath. And whatever's in the ground, allow it to get heavier and root you down more. Notice how this moment of taking a pause affects you, your breath, your body, your mind. And some days you just can't get out of your head, and it's okay. You've got to honor that too. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, draw the hands into your heart. Do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, draw to center. One more time. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, contain to your center. And then take your feet out in front of you. Take the backs of your thighs. Inhale, lift and broaden across the collarbones. And then exhale, round and let the shoulder blades spread. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And that's kind of a lie. Inhale, lift back up, and then lift your feet and come into boat pose. And then use the hands against the legs to pull the elbows out wide and to broaden the collarbones. And then bring the right foot down. You're going to take this left leg. You're just going to kind of push back and take the left foot back. And then pause here. If that didn't work for you, just come into a low lunge with your right foot in front and your left foot in back. Doesn't have to be fancy how you get there. And instead of collapsing into the ground or letting the floor just support you, take the support of the floor and build it upward. Start to straighten the front leg, start to bend the back knee, walk the hands back toward your back foot, but not all the way. My back knee is still lifted. But if you need yours down, you can put it down. Use the back foot, the back ankle. And then shift forward again. Bring your left knee in, bring it behind the right leg, and then we're going to sit and twist. Last full inhale. And then exhale, gently release it. And then come back into boat pose. This time maybe straighten the legs, but keep the connection of the arms against the legs to give you that sense of broadening across the chest, of drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Sort of like a circle of energy here. So you realize how much the upper body is doing in this pose. And then we're going to come into the second side of that lunge. So if it's okay, you'll put your left foot down, push off your hands, and then sweep the right leg back. If that's not okay, you'll just find your way into this low lunge, however you need to get there. And then rather than just collapsing down into the ground and letting the floor simply support you like you do in Shavasana, give some energy to the ground. Let the energy the ground's giving you give you some strength, some stability, and some sort of growth and expansion here. And then slowly start to straighten the front leg, bend the back knee, walk the hands back. If it's okay, hover the right knee off the ground. And then shift back into the front leg, bring the right leg behind, come on down to sitting, and then twist. One more inhale. You're going to unwind the twist. Bring your hands around all the way to the right. And then come into wide leg forward fold. So just stepping that right foot back. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And then exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Rise up to stand. Turn the toes open. And we're just going to sink side to side a few times. You're just going to stay nice and strong, pretty high here to start. And then as you're here, maybe this starts to deepen a bit more. I can't tell you how deep it's going to be on your body. Only you know. We're going to come through center and we're going to come to goddess, taking the arms out wide. Elbows out and bent, palms facing in toward your cheeks. Release your hands to your thighs, palms up. Sink a little deeper. You're going to take your right hand to your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, place it down. Opposite, left up. Inhale. Exhale, place it down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each way. Rise up, straighten both legs, sweep the arms up. Keep them on an angle, so it's like you're in a big X. Yes. Squeeze the feet toward each other. Take one more breath in. And then come around top of the mat with the hands. Step to plank. Pause here. Thighs to the sky. Heart forward. Are you watching him? Are you watching him dance? Dear April. Soft, steady, even breath. One more inhale. And down dog with your exhale. We were safe as the years flew by. If you could take two strangers, leaning left and right, at a certain place. Inhale forward to plank. Chaturanga or the floor. Back up to plank, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Use your knees if needed. Halfway down, chaturanga. Back up, plank, inhale. Downward facing dog. Last time, inhale. Chaturanga. Back up, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Open up the hip. If it feels good, lower down onto your left forearm, bend the right elbow, and then bending the knee, pull that right foot toward your hips. Inhale, sweep back up, straighten the arms. And then exhale, knee to your chest. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Stay here. And then exhale all the way across to the left. Extend the right leg, turn the left heel down, fallen triangle. Inhale, rise up with this left arm. Carefully pivot around and sit. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, maybe coming forward here. So it's a wide leg forward fold, but it's not crazy wide. It's not crazy wide. Rise up with your inhale. Hands come around, exhale. Pivot onto the left toes. Sweep the right leg up and up. And then place your right foot forward. Crescent pose up the center. Receive the energy of the ground. Give your energy down to receive it back up. Last breath in. Hands come down. Easy standing splits. Easy standing splits. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog with your exhale. Left leg slowly back. Start to open the hip, bend the knee if you want, lower to the right forearm. Maybe bend the left elbow and pull that left foot closer to the tailbone. Inhale, stretch back, lengthen up. Exhale, knee into your chest. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it out to the left. Stay for the inhale. Exhale all the way over to the right. Extend the leg, all in triangle. Beautiful. And then with care, reach the right hand up. Carefully lower down. Inhale, both arms up. And then come forward. Any amount, could be like a millimeter. Beautiful. Inhale and rise. Turn to the top of your mat. Tuck the right toes. Sweep the left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, place your foot forward. Crescent pose, rising up. And then gentle standing splits, lifting up. And then step back to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Pause there and breathe. Pause and breathe. Really, really nice. Yes. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look at the top of your mat. Walk, step, or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. And then fold with your exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Pause, breathe.
Your touch is taking me away from here. But I'm alright with no direction.
Feel that cadence. Feel the metronome of your breath. It might not match me, and that's fine. So I'm going to give you the framework, and you'll move in your rhythm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. And hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale and rise. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into heart, exhale. Rise, inhale. Exhale, bow. Halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dog. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. And hands into your heart, exhale. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, follow the breath down. Halfway, follow the breath into the spine. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down dog. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, maybe down onto the forearm. Rise back up, knee into chest. Pause. Bring the knee over to the right tricep. Pause for the inhale, all the way over to the left. Extend the leg, ball and triangle. Release the hips down with care. Come forward. Rise back up, hands come around. Tuck the left toes, sweep the right leg up, and then place the right foot forward. Crescent pose, inhale. And then exhale, hands into your heart, please. Left arm outside your right thigh, and then we twist. Powerful back foot, ankle, toes. One more inhale here. And then standing splits. Release the hands down, lift this left leg up. Start to bend the standing leg, reaching back, warrior two, and arrive there. And then just pause there, Deepen the breath and slow down. Deepen the breath and slow down. I'm not being difficult. I just see things differently. When I say I wanna see you. Good. That means something deeper to Beautiful. Me. Beautiful, yes. 10,000 hours. I cannot let go. 10,000 memories. Rise up with your inhale. Pick up the right toes. Pick up the left heel. Skandasana, whatever that is. Maybe up here, maybe down low. Push into that left foot, come into goddess. Take the arms out wide, elbows bent. Lift up. Square the right foot to the front of your mat. Turn your left toes forward, bend the front leg, side angle.
That really worries me. The problem is that we think naturally we have time, but you'll find anything can happen. Don't take it for granted, you know. I've been missing you for 10,000 hours. I cannot let go. 10,000 memories.
Draw length into both sides of your body. Give energy down to receive it back. Feel that right hip hugging under the body, the knee pointing forward. And then wrapping the left rib cage up toward the sky, the right rib cage down toward the ground.
Guess it was meant to be, you was teaching me life.
Last couple of breaths here.
We had beef, but at least there's a birth of a child. Cool and flip it.
And then left hand down. Pivot all the way onto the left side, the pinky side of your left foot rather, and then come into Vashisthasana.
If this thing is going nowhere, it's so
Drop.
weird, now it's cold. Thought I had control, thought I took your soul, now I took your mind and engraved my name. You told me that my mind is your favorite place to hang. 10,000 hours turned to 10,000 bridal flowers. What was mine is ours. How many soulmates we get in this lifetime?
Right forearm comes down to the ground. Left forearm down to the ground. We're in forearm plank.
As good as the time we had. Every person that comes in your life, here for a limited time, so be fair.
Where's your breath?
Be there.
Right hand is going to come down to the ground. Left hand to the ground. Chaturanga optional. Up dog. And then we come to down dog with your exhale. Left leg stretches back. Exhale. Actually, I lied. Open up the hip. Open up the hip. Lower down. Maybe onto that forearm. And then rise back up. Knee into your chest. Exhale. Stay for the inhale. Exhale it over to the left. Stay for the inhale. Exhale it over to the right. Extend the leg. Open to fallen triangle. And then carefully release down. Inhale. And then exhale any amount forward. Inhale, rise back up. Come around with your exhale. Plant the hands, lift the back heel. Sweep the left leg up and back. And then place your left foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale. Hands into your heart. Good. Take this right arm outside your left thigh. And twist it. Last inhale. And release the hands. Standing splits, nice and easy. And start to bend the standing leg, reach the right foot back. Arrive in warrior two. Perfect. So meet the pressure of the floor. Don't just collapse down, meet the pressure, and in that pressure down, you receive back up. So you're not just dropping, you're dropping and you're rising at the same time. And with an inhale, rise up. Pick up the front toes, pick up the back heel, put the heel down, and then sink down, whatever Skandasana looks like for you today. Where's your breath? What are your foundation points doing? Inhale, push into this foot, right foot rather, rise up, and the elbows come into goddess. Take a breath here, and then transition, side angle. So square the front toes to the front of your mat, and the back toes just a smidge forward. You'll kind of find where your sweet spot is. So the first few breaths, you arrive in the pose. And there's some key things that need to happen, but after that, so like squaring the feet, changing the angle, getting yourself here, deciding where your arm needs to be, those are key things. And then you come and you breathe. And you find out what greets you here. And then you start to tweak it. It doesn't have to happen all at once. It's the subtlety of it. Sometimes I try not to give any instruction, just get you here and let you discover on your own. Because I want you to do that. I want you to find the pose on your own, lengthening the sides of the body. Like, where does this feel like I can create some space, where I can create some strength, where it feels more sound and centered.
And your mind rushes in and lets me know ways that I can grow, yeah. I find that you and I, we utilize our space and time, and I wanna be with you forever.
Good. And then release the right hand down. We're going to pivot all the way into the pinky side of the right foot. I like to keep my left hand down for a moment. Just bring the left leg back. Find your center. And then just peeling slowly that left arm up. And then your left forearm is going to come down. And then your right forearm. And then pause. And I fail to fall asleep when you're not with me, falling into deep. You say that you are fine and you feel alive like you're on cloud nine, and you wanna be with me forever. And then left hand comes back down. Push up to the right hand. And then optional vinyasa. You can skip these. Have I mentioned that? I believe I have. It still stands. Come into down dog and pause here. Smooth out your breath. So now it's a matter of just trusting. Trusting that this is in your body. Trusting that I'm not going to mess it up, because I usually do, but I've been pretty good lately. Trusting the movement. Getting out of your head, just following. Breath, ears open, body open, and we flow together. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip if it feels good. Lower down onto the forearm if you'd like. Inhale, reach back up. Knee into your chest, exhale. Stay here and inhale. Exhale, bring it out to the right. Stay, inhale. Exhale, cross, extend the leg. Fallen triangle, inhale. And then slowly lower down, exhale. Rise up, inhale. And then come forward, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Hands top of the mat. Inhale, right leg to sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, place your foot forward. Crescent pose, rising up. Exhale, hands into your heart. Left arm outside your right thigh. Inhale, open this up. And then exhale, melt over the front leg, standing splits. Start to soften the right knee. Reach the left leg back. Warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, rise up. And then goddess, exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, rise up, square the front foot, adjust the back foot, side angle. And then left hand down. Spin all the way open for Vashisthasana. And then right forearm comes down. Left forearm down. Pause. Walk into dolphin. Little add-on. And breathe here. I could do this for days. I would run 1,000 miles for you. I could do this many ways. I'ma fall fast and die with you. Breathe into your heart. Give your shoulders some freedom here. If you're feeling like you're struggling to keep the arms in parallel, lace your hands. Walk the feet back. Back into plank form. Right hand down. Left hand down. Chaturanga. Rise up. And then down dog. Left leg lifts back. Open the hip if you want. Lower down. And then inhale back up. Exhale, knee into chest. Stay for the inhale. Take the knee out to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Extend the leg. Open up. Yes, exhale. Lower down. Rise, inhale. And then exhale any amount forward. Any amount. Rise, inhale. And then come around. Sweep the left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, foot between your hands. Crescent pose. Lift the pelvis. Lift the heart. Hands into heart. Right arm outside the left thigh. Twist. And then release it. Standing splits. And then warrior two. So bend the standing leg. Spot your right foot back. You don't have to land perfectly. Arrive. Rise up, inhale. And then sink Skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, rise. Goddess, exhale. Inhale, rise. Side angle, adjust your feet. Take your time. Right hand down onto the right foot for Vashisthasana. Left forearm comes down. Right forearm comes down. Walk your feet in dolphin. If you can drop your head between your biceps. Walk your feet back. Take your gaze forward, forearm plank. Left hand down, right hand down, chaturanga. Rise and open. And downward facing dog. Right leg back, inhale. Open the hip, lower down if you'd like to the forearm. Rise up to center, knee to chest, exhale. Stay for the inhale. Move on the exhale, knee to the right arm. Stay for the inhale. Move on the exhale, over to the left, extend the leg, fallen triangle. Release it down, rise up, and then come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands around. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee down the center, place your foot forward. Crescent pose, lift the pelvis, lift the front of the hips up. And then hands into your heart, left arm outside your right thigh, and we twist. Beautiful. Release out of the twist, standing splits. Look toward the back of your mat, spot your left foot back. Warrior two. Rise up. Skandasana, side lunge. Rise up, inhale. Goddess, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Adjust the feet, side angle. I know you know. Left hand down. Vashisthasana. Right forearm down. Left forearm down. Left foot steps closer to your elbows. Right leg lifts up. Maybe take off for just like a little moment of balance here. Or maybe you actually find pincha. And then step it back. Right hand down. Left hand, chaturanga. Rise open. And down dog. Left leg back, inhale. Open the hip, lower the forearm if you'd like. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to chest. Stay, inhale, lift up. Exhale to the side, left. Inhale. Exhale to the right, extend the leg. Fallen triangle. With care, sink down. Rise to come forward. Inhale, lift. Come back around. Tuck the right toes, sweep the left leg up and back. Place your foot forward. Crescent, rising up. Hands into the heart and twist to your left. Standing splits. Reach the right foot back. Spot the foot. Warrior two. Yeah. Rising up. And then Skandasana. Rise up. And goddess. Rise up. Take it around. Side angle. And then right hand down. Vashisthasana. Left forearm down. Right forearm down. Step the right foot in. I almost did the wrong side. And then maybe just find a couple little hops here. And then step back. Heart forward. Left hand up. Right hand, chaturanga. Rise. And downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. And fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Pause. And pick up your left knee. Cross it over your right. And just cross, don't wrap. You're going to sink until your left toes touch the ground. Right arm is going to come outside the left side. And we're going to twist to the left. And you're going to pick up the right, left foot if it's okay, not the right, the left. You're just going to keep this twist, but without the contact of that foot down on the ground. And maybe you even start to kick that leg a little bit away from you. And then push down, open up. Your chest stays facing the left. We're going to come into half moon. Maybe you don't need your hands on the ground. Maybe you just open here. And then draw your left knee toward your chest. Rise up. Ooh, rise up. That wasn't as slick as I'd hoped it'd be. And then take that left leg straight out. Even if it's really low, take it straight out. Find that plumb line. Don't lean back. Draw the belly in. And then just place your foot next to your right foot. And pause. And then pick up your right knee. And then cross it over the left, just cross it. And then sit until you feel the right toes come down. So you've got like a little extra balance here. Yeah? Good. Take a few breaths here. And see if you can get a little deeper. And your left arm's gonna come outside of your right thigh. And we're gonna twist to the right. So good. And then maybe start to float that right foot up. And maybe you start to kick the leg out. The legs are still together though. And then we unravel this. Maybe you don't need to use the hands. Take your time. We arrive in half moon. And if you need your hands, don't feel bad about it. It's just an option to float. And then bring your knee into your chest. And then rising up. And then wherever you are, straighten the leg out. And then bring the feet together, sweep the arms up. Start to sink down. We're gonna come all the way down onto your back. So you can just lower down, lower down, lower down, or abort mission, go sideways, come down onto your backs. And then once you're on your back, pause. Give yourself a squeeze here. And then take your legs up. Bring your hands behind your head. Let your head drop into your hands, let your elbows drop wide. I like to take my thumbs to the base of my skull where it meets my neck and kind of give myself a little pressure there so that I can drop back into it. So almost meeting the pressure with my head. So I'm not pushing my head back, but there's an equal opposite. So if my thumbs are pushing up, my head's pressing back. Inhale, and then exhale, curl the shoulders up. If at any point in time you need to put the head down, you will. You're gonna lower one leg down, inhale it back up. Exhale the other leg down. Inhale, back up. You get the idea. Exhale. Inhale. One more each side. Legs stay up, head comes down. If you need help keeping your back neutral, put your hands under your hips. Your hands can stay here. They can come at your sides or overhead. Your call. If your hamstrings are tight, I should have said this before, but just bend your knees. Don't make that an issue. Don't make that hamstring mobility an issue. Strengthen, lengthen legs. Inhale. Exhale, lower both legs together. So when I say lower both legs together, it doesn't have to be big. It's whatever it is for you. The exhale takes you down. The inhale draws you back up. So be truthful about how big this needs to be in the sense of, can you keep your back, your torso pretty much still, unchanging as the legs move? Last two. You're going to start to reach the legs forward. You're going to start to reach forward and come back up into boat pose. Knees can be bent here. Knees can be bent. Then everyone bend the knees. Roll it back down. Extend the legs out. Bring it up. Bend the knees with control. Roll it back down. Extend the legs. Let that be like what helps to bring you up. And then you can bend the knees if you need to get yourself up. And then control it back down. Play with it. Have I mentioned that? Play with your movement. Play with your body. Just two more. So we give a lot of focus to coming up, right? Give just as much focus to this last time, lowering down here. Feet come flat, knees are bent, press down, lift up, bridge pose, open up the front of the body. Give those hip flexors some length after that core work. Maybe the shoulders draw under. Knees reach forward, heels pull back. One more inhale. Release down with your exhale and pause. Breathe deeply. Repeat bridge pose. Move into Urdhva Dhanurasana if it suits you. Rise, inhale. And then releasing down. Exhale. Receive the pose, breathe and pause. Just one more time. Bridge, upward facing bow, any other back bend that you like. Guys. And your exhale brings you down. Take the feet wide, drop your knees into each other, bring your hands to your belly, and pause here. Arms out to the side, both knees to the right. And then both knees to the left. Center and knees into chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then think about what you need next. So this is going to be your free time. Headstand, shoulder stand, handstand, forearm balance, a standing pose that you like that we didn't do. Quiet, legs up the wall, whatever feels good, okay? Maybe just stay here and lift your legs up. This is glorious. But I'm going to go into pincha. So if you want to work on forearm balance, because we've done a few times down in the forearms, kind of teasing it, you can use the wall. Get yourself close enough to the wall. I kind of like fingertips pretty close to the wall if you're using it, because it's going to force you to go up to straight. But if you're too close and you're having trouble getting up, give yourself a little space, because then you can actually come over to use the wall. But do remember that holding it is not the ultimate goal, right? Like, I mean, maybe it is, but like it's the path of getting there. So don't rush the process. If you're using the wall, kind of close, but maybe not all the way to touch. Root down, one leg up, and you just start with a little hops. And then when you get to the wall with your foot, starting to stack, and maybe just one foot goes to the wall, the other leg stays a little forward. And you can start to play with the balance, and you might fall down, and that's fine. You'll come right back up again. And maybe you squeeze the legs together, and you actually get a moment where it sticks. But do remember that it's not about just sticking it, right? This is not gymnastics, and you're not getting scored on your performance. There's a drill I like doing where every time I touch the wall, I have to come right back down again. So like if you're trying to get yourself off the wall, try not to touch the wall. Like if you feel pretty prolific here, if you touch the wall, you have to start over again. So that you're getting the sense of going up, the wall can be there as a safety net, but that you stop using it quite so much. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with using the wall. There's nothing wrong with it. Even if you feel really confident in a pose, sometimes it's nice just to have it there just in case. So no rush to come off the wall. Have fun. You got about another minute or so. And do try to go up with both sides. Do try to go up with both sides. I made a habit of going up with my less dominant side, and now I have trouble with my friendly, happy side, right? So do try to alternate here and there, if not all the time. And do just know that some days this is easier, and some days it is harder. Sometimes it just happens. And when it just happens, don't expect that that's going to be how it always is, right? And when it doesn't happen, don't expect that that's how it's always going to be. It just is. It is whatever it is today. If you are in a headstand, move into child's pose, because you need a little extra time there from the other inversions. And we'll take about another 20 seconds or so. And if you are in forearm balance, Pincha Mayurasana, you will also come into a child's pose. If you're in a shoulder stand, start that transition out into plow and then all the way down. And then moving into single leg pigeon. If it doesn't suit you, you won't do it. if you were in class yesterday, we did a version with thread the needle on the upper body. And if you were, we're going to do the opposite today. So if you want, right leg is forward, left arm comes across. And we turn toward the front knee instead of away from it. And if it doesn't feel good, just know you don't have to do it. It's just an offering. And with all offerings, you have the option of declining them. And then we're going to gently exit. And second side. And then gently exiting from this side. And then come onto your backs when you're ready. And draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. And then happy baby if it feels good. Take the feet wide. There's a push and a pull. There's an opposition. All things yoga in opposition. So that's what yoga is yoking, union of opposites. The yoking of opposites is bringing together the work and the ease. It's the push and the pull. It's the dark and the light. It's about the balance of those things. And when we find those things more in balance, we typically feel a little better. Typically. If you feel good doing so, straighten the legs out. And then the last few moments are for you to decide what you need for the finish of your practice. If you'd like to take a twist with me now. If there's something you need more, do that. So preparing the body to be quiet and still. And that doesn't mean that if you need to move, you can't move, but we're doing our best in this asana practice, in this breath work, in this mindfulness to prepare ourselves to be quiet. That's what the practice is about. The physical practice is preparing us to be quiet. Back to center and switch. And if you're struggling with being quiet, stop beating yourself up. This is the hardest part of the practice, which is why we do meditation, pranayama. Well, meditation is the stillness, but pranayama, asana, quieting the senses outward. And draw back into center. And then just release. And beyond meditation, this moment of stillness here, this complete surrender and release, you're basically, to me, this is an offering. You're offering your practice outward and inward simultaneously. This is the practice I did. I offer it to myself and I offer it to the world. And in this moment, I allow myself to be still and quiet and fully receive. Allow your breath to deepen. Wake your hands and your feet, your wrists, your ankles. Stretch the arms overhead. Bend your knees and roll off to your side. And then from your side, rise to sitting. Once you're seated, bring your hands together at your heart. Feel the effects of your practice, of your breath, of your movement, of your stillness. And just know that you can be the quiet in the storm. You can find it, you can embody it, you can pass it on to others. Inhale, draw tall. Exhale, bow your mind to your heart. I thank you for your practice. I appreciate you being here. Have a beautiful day. Okay. Thank you for being here.